What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. We are going to have a wonderful live stream tonight. I want to welcome you all to the channel. It kind of got a facelift since I left and came back. It's going to be just positive stuff from now on. Like if I feel some kind of way, I'm going to have another channel and outlet for that. So this is all going to concentrate on crypto from now on. So no more freakouts. I know if you like that, I will still have that on other channels. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum tonight and their next moves. And guess what? There's a lot of news and some interesting stuff happening despite what's going on in the world. So we're going to have a wonderful day here. I appreciate all of you for stopping by and, showing your support for the channel because I can't do this without you. I want to take a minute to just shout out all the fans and all of the people that have supported me. King Love, Justin, all the old school people that followed me, all my Indian homies. I just want to shout all you out. Vanish, Jay, Askio, all of you guys from EC, Justin, I don't think I forgot you, but no, I said you. So, but all of you guys that have supported me, Jorge, especially, for the long haul. So I appreciate you guys. And, I couldn't do this without you. So I just wanted to let you know that. So let's get into this now. I want to just have a lot of fun and figure out what we're going to do with crypto because I don't know about you, but my wallet just gained a couple $1,000s in the last couple days. So things are looking a little better now. But the reason I made this video when I did is because actually Bitcoin was at 44,000, I think 400. What did it go to? Yeah, 44,751. So we were almost touching some crucial areas. So let's kind of get this down here so we can see what's happening. This is the 3-day. So this is a crucial one. And if you see here, we're actually in this inverse head and shoulders right here. Look at this. It finally formed the third shoulder. So what we need to do now is we need to break out of this neckline right here. So if we can break out of where we're at right here, we will go. This is awesome, guys. We might actually have a continuation. I hope so, but this is on the 3-day too. So this would be major. See, we did it before there, but okay, it'll be right here. Boom. And that'll bring us right up to $53,000 finally, and we're at 44, so that would be $9,000. That would we'd have to move up $9,000. So we'd actually have to be at we'd probably have to be at 45 to break out for this to be confirmed with volume. So if we get some nice volume, we almost did it right here. Like this was almost the breakout, but it tested the neckline and got rejected, right? This is the neckline right here. I already drew this way before when I thought this was the shoulder. So we could actually say that this could be the shoulder up here instead of this little one. We could say that this is the other shoulder, which is kind of awkward and not straight. This one's straight. So this makes it a normal one. It's just a smaller shoulder on this side. So, or we could consider this as the shoulder up here. And then, but it'd be cattywampus like this. Yeah, and it doesn't really make sense to have it like that. So yeah, I wouldn't count that at all. But I do think this is one. And even though this is a malformed shoulder over here, it's a clear-cut one over here. So anyway, that's the 3-day. Let's go look at the 1-day. Let's get rid of this stuff first, or that'll really start to clog up everything, I think. Maybe we can see this on the 1-day too, though, actually. Hold on. You can. See that? And it tested that line. Look at it. Tested the neckline perfectly. Look where we are. So if we had some bulls, dude, this is what I don't understand about the Bitcoin bulls. Like, dude, we were here. We were in an area where if we broke this, we're going to 53,000. We finally get to go up in the market. Like all we needed to do is break this level right here. And that we closed under. We can still do it. We went above it, but we closed under it. So if we can get above this level, probably somewhere up here at like 45, 45.1 or something, you know, and close above it, that would be good. We had a nice monthly candle close the end of the month. We're on a new month. So I don't know where to even look for a month candle, honestly. I mean, the biggest one I've seen is a week, and that's on CoinMarketCap. So now let's go and look at Ethereum, because I want to showcase Ethereum's awesomeness, because I don't think we do it enough on the channel, and it is probably one of the best cryptos out there. It just gets a bad stigma because of the gas fees. But when you're making, you know, a profit of like, you know, $6,000-$7,000, $100 gas fee isn't going to be as bad, right? So when I bought into my Ethereum, it was at $200. So that was pretty tight. Not going to lie. It's harder to buy it at these prices for me, since I did buy it at that, you know, I was super spoiled and got to buy it at 200 when I first got in, but that's not the case anymore. As you see, there is a lot of wonky stuff going on. They're not like normal looking patterns, right? This would have been kind of considered a inverse head and shoulders right here, the inverse, but it got rejected, right? So that's funny how this played out like that already. If you look, we can draw it. Hiya. Hiya. And hiya. And then you go hiya. Hiya. Oh. Oh, hiya. Kumbaya. Okay. It didn't even come close. It actually got super rejected right here. So, yeah, didn't work out. But now we're starting to have a nice little recovery here. So if we go into the earlier time frames in the hours, let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. Looks like we have kind of a continuation pattern forming on the horizon. The horizon for the I have no clue what accent I'm even using. I don't do accents, so I don't know what one I'm using. Okay. So if we get this thing kind of like that, ascending triangle here, baby. Not really. I mean, it's kind of a forced one. If you really want to get technical, it's probably a rising wedge, maybe. You know, could be a rising wedge. It looks more like an ascending triangle to me, though. I'm not going to lie. You could have it that way, or it could be this. And if you want to get technical, it could be down here like that. And if that's the case, then we've already broke above it. And that would have been the case back here. And then you broke above it, but there's no volume. See the problem? No volume. There's no volume. And we're oversold on the RSI. Now, let's get some of the indicators out, y'all. I know you're probably like, why don't you have the indicators out? Well, I don't think it's going to let me use the indicators now. So, hold on. What is up with that? It won't let me use the indicators. What just happened? Can I use it on Bitcoin? No, not F Bitcoin. Hold on. Hold up. There we go. There was just something wrong with the page. I don't know what was up with that. But this is Bitcoin, so let's go back to Ethereum real quick, and then we'll come back to Bitcoin and do more TA. I just kind of wanted to, and then we got some news too. So what we'll do is we'll look at Ethereum, we'll do a little bit of TA, and then we'll go over to the news. Then we'll come back to Bitcoin after that, and then maybe some altcoins if you guys want to talk about them. But that will be up to you and your communication with me. So that's how we're going to work this channel from now on. I need communication from you guys so we know what to do. But anyway, let's get these indicators. Yeah, boy. All right, so the EMA, we definitely need a couple of them. Let's get about 3 of those. And then let's bust out some, I don't know. Well, we got the RSI. We're good. We're just going to keep those 3 for right now. We need the 21. We need the 50 for sure. 50 cent. Oh, if you guys want to go check out my TikTok, I just did a rap video over there. I was doing Eminem's Rabbit Run song. It is explicit lyrics though, so yeah, be warned of that. I don't do any explicit lyrics most of the time on YouTube, but it is explicit lyrics. But that's the song. So. Okay, we are looking at some nice stuff going on over here. Let's look. The EMA 9 is at 2,904. We're above that. The EMA 21 is at 2,830. We're above that. And the EMA 50 is at 2,773. And we're above that. So things are looking really good. Now let's look at the larger time frames, because this is where it's going to be our resistance, and big resistance if we have it, or support, depending on where it's at. Okay, and check it out. We are above all of them. Yeah, baby. So things are looking good in crypto right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's just looking good. I mean, we're healthy. Things are starting to rise again. As long as we don't have any catastrophic news, then we should be good to go. It looks really nice. We are getting a bit oversold here on the 4-hour. Now let's go and look at this 1 hour and see if we have any kind of, okay, yes, so that definitely is an ascending triangle for sure. Now that I see it on the 1 hour, that's an ascending triangle. Plus we are above all of the moving averages on there as well. So everything is looking good on all the time frames, and we are not oversold on the 1 hour. We're at 52. We're still kind of high up there, but we went over 70 a couple times and refreshed way down here now to 50 something. So we're looking pretty good there. Not the best. Now let's look at 4 hour just to compare that RSI. Okay, the 4 hour RSI is looking a little bit more oversold. We're at 60. Now let's go look at the daily. Okay, the daily's looking nice at 53. It's still, that is, getting up there, but we could break out here. I mean, we really could use a nice breakout. And, then we'll test this level probably. And, probably this is our resistance right here. So that's what we got to overcome, is those levels. As you see, it was resistance over here. It was support over here. It broke down, broke back up, and then broke down again. So yeah, kind of wonky, but where is this? The daily? Now let's see. I don't really see a whole lot happening. It kind of looks like a diamond. I don't know what a diamond is, but this, it would, I don't know if you can do a diamond on this one. I don't think so. It almost looks like a diamond. But, ooh, it does look like a bigger head and shoulders can play out. And this be the shoulder instead. Look at that. A bigger head and shoulders possible play out, you think? Like this shoulder, this the head, this be the shoulder, and then like this whole thing be the shoulder. I don't think you can do that, can you? Like, I'll show you what I mean. This whole thing is one shoulder. Okay. That's the head. And this whole thing is the other shoulder. So if that was the case, then you would put the line, oops, from right here all the way, I don't know, we'll just put it right there for now and then move down. Okay. So yeah, you would put it all the way down to this neckline, like right here probably. Yep. And it looks like we broke out, but no volume. That's just that's not a true inverse head and shoulders. But hey, man, what if it was? Because look how high we would go up. This is insane. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Okay, where is it? It's all the way up here. Oh my God. So we're gonna be going like up to there. So then if I do that, we take this guy out all the way up here. So we're talking about a $4,000 Ethereum. That plays out. That's just absolutely not going to happen, though. That was just some wonky stuff that I was kind of playing with. I mean, you never know. Like, we could have a major blast off that correlates with that. And because of that, like, it can be funky like that. I mean, it doesn't happen as often, but they can be funky like that. So, all right. I like to see them straight across, though. Those are the ones that I've seen play out the most. So now that we have that done, make sure, okay. Now let's go over here to this. So I want you to pat yourself on the back if you are somebody who invested in Bitcoin and didn't sell. Like if you lost money in Bitcoin or you made money in Bitcoin, if you're still holding right now, I give you a round of applause. Good job. You are a very smart person. Because, I mean, if you sold for a major gain, then that's fine. But if you sold, for like a loss or just like a little gain just because you got scared, then, you need to reevaluate. Because most Bitcoin investors who bought at all-time high have sold. Wait, what? So you bought Bitcoin at $69,000 and then you sold it at what, 30? So you lost half of your money? Oh, no, dear. That's not how you do Bitcoin. No, you hold it until it goes back above the price you bought it. And you do not sell it until it does that. You don't put the money in that you are going to lose. If you put $69,000 in and you're like, well, this is my mortgage, you should have never put it in the first place. You're like, well, my mortgage is $30,000. I was not planning on losing the other 30. That doesn't matter. You don't put any money that you need in the market, dude. So that way, if it does tank to 30, you're like, I don't care. Okay, in 4 years, Bitcoin is at least going to be $100,000. Like I would bet you $10,000 right now that Bitcoin is going to be higher than $69,000 within 4 years. Within any period from now till 4 years, I would bet $10,000 that it goes higher than $69,000. So all you would have to do is hold until it does. Okay. Bitcoin nearly reached $69,000 in November. New data shows that most who bought at the top of the market have since sold. That's hard to digest for me. Okay, it's been almost 4 months since Bitcoin nearly touched $69,000, an all-time high, and according to a new report, it now appears that most top-of-the-market buyers have since unloaded their coins. According to on-chain analytics provider Glassnode, more than half of the coins once bought for around $60,000 have since been resold for, oh, guys, why? Oh, no. 35,000 to 38,000? Why? You guys need my channel. Like, YouTube, please show people my videos. This is why I want to show people my videos. This is why people need my videos. They need them. Like, it isn't only that I need to show them to you. These people who did this, if they watched my videos, they would have never done that. Any of my subscribers, my followers, they know better. They know they don't put money in the market they can't afford to lose, because if it does go down to 35, what do? I guarantee 90% of my audience would say dollar cost average in more and wait for it to go back up to that, the big price. Later on, it's Bitcoin, it's going to. Like 90% of my audience would tell you that, guarantee you. So if you're buying at 60,000, not financial advice, but I am urging you, wait. Don't sell at this loss. That is a big loss. That's a $25,000 loss or a $22,000 loss. Please don't do that. I mean, if I sold every time I was in the loss, I would have probably lost almost as much money as I've made. No, I would. Every time I've won, I lost money first, just about. So I'm not going to ramble so much because I don't want to make it too long. But meanwhile, multiple indicators showed remarkably strong hands from long-term holders, even in the face of geopolitical conflict. So why this is important? Long-term holders, strong hands. Do you know why those go together? Because the longer that you hold Bitcoin, the more that you see the value 300x's or 3x's, 300%, right? When I got into Bitcoin, it was $9,000, right? And now we're at what, 44,000? So why would I buy at 60,000 and then sell at 35 when I know if I just hold for at least a couple of years, it's going to be up past this? And it might even happen in a couple months. That we might not even have to wait a couple years. It might happen this month or next month. So, guys, don't do that, man. Not financial advice, common sense. Real. I just feel bad for you. Like, if you did that, don't. Please. Consult a financial advisor, man. Not me, but, man, they would tell you not, well, I don't know. They might be dumb. But, like, anyone with half a brain would tell you not to do that. Not saying that you have half a brain, because you probably don't know that it's going to go up here. It's not your fault you don't have the information. Like, I'm not saying that. No, you did this because you didn't know better. They did this because they didn't know that if they just held it, it would actually go back to that or more. So they got scared. This is panic selling. Panic selling. Okay. That I just wanted to really get that point across. So the Glassnode report zoomed in on Bitcoin's UTXO realized price distribution on significant dates last year, comparing them to today. URPD essentially tracks the prices at which existing Bitcoin last moved on chain. This data can be useful for identifying how many buyers profited or find themselves underwater. This is some good technical data. So, for example, on May 10th, Bitcoin URPD was highly concentrated in the $54,000 to $60,000 range, followed by a massive price drop, which Glassnode described as weak hand to strong hand distribution event, meaning newer buyers were selling to more experienced holders. Why are they more experienced? It says it right there. Because strong hands. Because that means they hold it for longer. Anyone who holds Bitcoin, Michael Saylor said it perfect. Anybody who holds Bitcoin for 4 years has never lost money. Period. If you bought at the top in the 2017 cycle at 20K and everybody told you when it was at, 4K or whatever, you lost everything, you might as well sell. Well, now you're at 44,000, double that price if you would have just waited 4 years. I'm not just saying this as speculation. I am telling you this as a fact. It is built into the mechanism of Bitcoin, guys. Why do you think when I told my family, I said 18 months after the halving, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make a lot of money. And what happened 18 months after the halving? I made a bunch of money. And even before that. So when I'm telling you this, guys, I'm not like getting on your case. I am trying to sink the point in that, guys, Bitcoin has supply and demand built into the protocol. Every 4 years, it is designed to go down because of an event called the halving. And what it does, the mining rewards given for verifying transactions to make sure a coin is not double spent, also uses as a ledger and distributes the rest of the Bitcoin, which is mining, and there's only a finite supply. So that amount has to go down by half every 4 years. It started out as 50 Bitcoin, 25, 12 and a half, 6.25, 3 point, and then down every 4 years. That means the supply is less and the demand is getting bigger as mass adoption happens. And so what you get here is a perfect 4-year profit, almost no matter what, because it's built into Bitcoin. Unless Bitcoin tanks and goes to zero, which is what everybody probably thought it was going to do, now it's invested by almost all of the financial companies in the world. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, banks use XRP. Like, it's here to stay, guys. So it's going to go up in the next 4 years. So if you bought at 60K and you went down to 35K, if you just said, hey, I'm going to wait 4 years. If it doesn't go up in 4 years, if I'm proved wrong, then yeah, boom, whatever, right? But it's not. It's built in, right? So there you have it. Good, strong argument for Bitcoin. And it's basically a no-brainer. Now, the other cryptocurrencies are a little more risky. Now, Bitcoin's still risky. None of this is financial advice. I'm just showing you what Bitcoin is and why it was made the way it was made. Okay? So this spending behavior describes a market dominated by price incentive hodlers who appear unwilling to liquidate their coins even if held at a loss. The report says, meanwhile, top buyers have been significantly flushed out and represent a far smaller proportion of the investor cohort when compared to May to July of 2021, which was our previous dip, I believe. Or represent a smaller portion of the investor cohort when compared to... Yeah, I think this is the last time we held. We had the mini bear market in the bull run. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Other data shows that hodlers, a crypto community term for dedicated long-term investors, are holding steady. Even as other market participants get flushed, for instance, exchange withdrawal levels have remained steady since July, while deposit levels are falling, meaning the market is increasingly dominated by buyers who don't plan to sell soon, because people are starting to understand the supply and demand effect of Bitcoin and Ethereum and any other crypto that has supply and demand and halving built into it. So for right now, I don't think Ethereum does. I think there's something called the triple halving coming. I don't know. I'll let you know later. We'll figure that out. But I wanted to come over here, and I do want to let you know there is a lot of geopolitical stuff happening. But First Mover Asia says China, I think that's how I read it, First Mover Asia. I think that's a post or a publication. I don't know. First Mover Asia. China's potential SWIFT competitor, CIPS, lacks reach. So I don't know if Russia was going to China and being like, hey, they kicked us out of SWIFT, can we use your CIPS? And then that would, give them more incentive to not comply with sanctions and regulations, right? If they had another option. So it looks like it doesn't have any reach. But Bitcoin, Ethereum rise again despite this. Okay? This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, though. Bitcoin decouples from stocks ahead of seasonally weak March. So the good thing, Bitcoin and Ethereum are rising again, right? And we're having some nice price movements. Well, the stock market is actually going down. Bitcoin and Ethereum were up over 5% over the last 24 hours, while stocks closed lower, guys. So, and if you didn't know, I'm sorry to interrupt the post. If you guys didn't know, I'm getting my teeth fixed Friday. No more. Praise God, man. I'm just so happy about that. I thought I'd share that with you. So Friday, you don't have to look at my ugly mug. No more people saying I look like a meth head or whatever they say. I've heard so many things, and now they'll stop. I know they'll troll me for something else, but at least it won't be this, right? Maybe it'll be they say I smell bad, right? Like they can smell me through the computer. Right. Anyway, so let's just hurry up and get with this. And I want to do some Q&A before I go, and then we're going to just kind of call it a night. We do need to go look at Bitcoin one more time. So yeah. So anyways, the stocks are down and Bitcoin is up. So I do want to just go into this a little bit and see what they have to say about that. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies ended February with a sharp rebound, which extended into March, albeit at a slower pace. It appears that bearish sentiment is starting to fade despite ongoing geopolitical risk. For example, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, which measures the mood among crypto traders, rose from extreme fear territory and is back around neutral levels. Nice. That's really good. So, meanwhile, Bitcoin's average trading volume across spot exchanges reached the highest level since December on Tuesday, which could be an early sign of capitulation among sellers. The ratio of buy volume relative to sell volume also ticked higher over the past week, suggesting renewed bullish activity. Still, other market indicators are neutral as some buyers remain on the sidelines. And that's only because we have gone up and down and up and down and up and down so many different times that nobody has any faith in the market right now. And that's the problem, though. When you see the market start to rise like this, it's kind of risky. But if you get in now and it rises, you're in a good way, right? But if you get in and it goes down again, it demoralizes everybody because we've already done this for 4 months. We have already gone up and then down further, up and down further, and it's called the Bitcoin hammer. And now we're having a nice little run. This isn't just like an up, but that happened before when we went to 45. And this level, let's go look at Bitcoin again. I want to show you this certain level that has been really, really devastating for Bitcoin that we really need to get past in order for us to continue this bull run, in my opinion. If we do not get past this point, we are going to have a hard time in the future. It's just the way that it is. And what point am I talking about? Well, I have to look actually. So, and that is going to be, let's see, this is the day, right here. So we're talking, we need to get to about 47.5. If we fail to break above this 46.5 would be good. But the reason I say 47.5 is I just want to be sure. But this area right here has caused us to fall the whole entire time right here. So I think we need to get above 47.5, which would be about right here. I think if we get above this level right here, then we're going to be good to go. But if we cannot break this area right here, we are going to go back down to 30 again, 30 something again. This is a major resistance level. But we're starting to break everything. We are starting to look better on everything. So we'll just have to see. Bears, go away. Bulls, it's time to go to work. Let's do it, guys. We got this. We have this. All right, now let's go in the shorter time frames because that's what I wanted to do with Bitcoin, and then look at the EMAs. As you saw in there, the EMAs were higher than what we are on the 100 and the 200. We'll go back and look at that before we leave. But as you see on the 4 hour, the 200's at 40,590. We're 4,000 above that. The 200's at 40,180. We're way above that. The 21 is at 41. So everything on the 4 hour is looking bullish. It's looking kind of like an ascending triangle, but it is kind of at an angle. So it might just be a rising wedge. So we'll just keep an eye on that and see. If it starts to go down a little bit and then sideways, it could stay in that range. So now let's look at the 1 hour. And if we're above on the 4 hour, it looks like we should be on the 1 hour. Okay, good news. We are above even the 21. I do want to look at the 9. because the longer averages, you know, of course, on the 100 are going to be decent. Okay, so the 9, we're at 44.67. We're barely above that, so that's good. We're in a good place right here. I think we have some nice support, and we're just in a good way. So I like it. I like it. I will for now. I mean, like, there's a lot of neutral indicators, like they were saying, and I agree. But I think as long as we keep hope, we just keep going, and, you know, we keep praying for, you know, all the people around the world, and, you know, just keep our good thoughts going their way, and keep sending them Bitcoin over there and Ethereum and helping them with that. I think everything is going to be okay. I pray it will. So now let's go back at the 1 day and see where these markers lie. So as you see here, the 21 is at 40,000. Okay, that's good. The EMA 9 is at 41. Okay, that's really good. Oh, the EMA 200 is at 45,000. Now let's get the 100 back out here as well, because that one we're below as well on the daily. As you see, yeah, 44,000 right there, 44,199. So we're barely below that one. We're almost breaking the 100. This is our resistance right now. And if we can break above that, it might actually take us all the way up to this 45,528, and we'll test that and test the 200. So it's looking decent. It's looking decent, not gonna lie. I like it. Now, the RSI, what are we at here? It is at a 60. So we can go up, guys. We have room to head up and even go above 70. Not a lot, because once you get above 70, it's like, you know, hitting a slingshot. You know, it wants to shoot you down because you're pulling tension. The higher above 70 you get, the more tension there is, and the more it's going to swing you back down. So until we're there, we're good. We can grow more. We're going sideways and actually down a little bit. To recover this, we could even probably see it go down a little further before we blast up. But I would like to see us go now, though. We don't need to go down further. Let's just keep going. All right. So that's about everything. I think we got our point across. I think Bitcoin is doing amazing. Now let's talk. Let's have some chatty chat. Oh, I'm glad you guys all made it, man. Cool. A freak out channel. Yeah, I just don't want to have it on the main anymore. Like, I want it to be professional. I don't want my sponsors to have to go through that stuff. And, you know, I don't want you guys to have to go through that unless you want to. So I'm going to make a freak out channel so that only the people that want to see it can see it. Right? I'm probably not going to do that, but I will not do it on the main channel, though, for sure. Hey, Chris, how are you, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? XYO had that jump I was talking about. It went from 1.55 to 2, right on. I'm actually pretty big in the XYO community, like pretty big into it. Like, I'm not big in the community, but I'm like big into it because I love XYO. XYO is a good crypto. I love the app. I would really like to be sponsored by XYO, actually. Maybe I can reach out to the Coin app and see if they want to do a paid sponsorship, because that would be cool. I would love to work with them. There's only certain companies in crypto I want to work for, guys. Like, Definity they're good. Like, I've never had a problem with them. Even when I get super mad, I don't have anything bad to say about Definity. You know what I mean? They're my sponsor, not for this video, but I shout them out in every video and every, video and every description, because they're my sponsor for some videos, not for these ones. But I just want to go above and beyond because they went above and beyond for me and, took a chance on me. So there you have it. Anyway, buying at 69 and selling at less is tough to read. Yeah, you got to be some kind of a special person to buy Bitcoin at $69,000 in the first place. Like, you got some serious, metal, brass, freaking, coins. But anyway, yeah. During the State of the Union stream? Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, man, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a State of the Union address right now. You've had Matic since it was 14 cents. Nice. Too bad you didn't have a ton of them. Yeah, well, I haven't watched it in over a decade. What would it be with Biden on there? No, I don't know. He's all right. I mean, he's just old. I have nothing against the man. He's just old. I respect my president, man, but God, he's old. Does anybody else think he's a little bit old? I don't know, man. Now, if we ever had the fountain of youth serum, we need to send some to my man, Joe Biden. We need to help him out just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. So if you go check out my Bitcoin Renegade on TikTok, I rapped over there. It was a 3-minute verse. It's hard. Like it was hard to say some of the parts. He was saying Bumbling Joe. I was having a hard time saying some of the parts, but it's hard. You tried to rap a 3-minute verse. No, it's hard, but it was fun. I had fun. So anyway, any questions? You guys want me to look at any crypto? We could look at XYO since you said that real quick. Let's actually take a quick little sneak peek at Mr. XY. Hey, yo. Let's actually look at Internet Computer at a reset price. 1951. Okay, I would like to see it move to 24. I really would, or at least 22, 23 again. Everything else is doing good. We need ICP to start thriving. I don't know what, I mean, ICP is doing good right now. So, like the ecosystem and the NFTs and everything. So I think the price is going to hopefully reflect that soon. Now let's go look at XY. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Okay, it's sitting right around 2 cents again. So if you bought it 2 cents, well, you're even. But if you bought it $1.50 where it's been before, then you are looking nice. Looking scrumptious. Looking like a tasty little snack. I don't know. I think I got that from, I watched a little bit too much Call Me Chris. Call me Chris. You can call me Chris. She's a boss, though. I like Call Me Chris. Anyway, look at that. It's funny, I did my testimony today too. You guys want to go check that out too. It's on Telegram and Facebook, on my Facebook. I did it there. I put part of it on TikTok, I think. Yeah, I did, but it wouldn't let me do the whole thing. So XYO, okay, let's look at TradingView. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that nice pump here. And it's looking like a mini bull flag, yo. Look at that little bull flag, little form right there. Now, if we go into the smaller time frame, that thing could be defined maybe. No. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just joking. Wait, where is it? Okay, that's definitely not a bull flag. All it is that's a rising wedge. That's actually not a very good sign. But it is breaking some serious, previous resistance, and it's now support if you look right here. So this was previous resistance, and when it failed to break it this last time, it dropped. So now we've broken above that, and as you see, we come up and then down to test it again. So after a breakout like this and then a retest, it normally is a good sign, actually. If this doesn't go down, whoa, what the freaking fraggle was that? Okay. What is that? Anyway, if this goes down, then that doesn't matter now, so it's just going to go down, right? But if we bounce off of this line, it should have a nice recovery, right? So that's what we'd be looking for, is a nice bounce off of this. And now, instead of it being resistance, it now acts as your support. Even if it does go a little bit below, it could go like that. So, but if it goes way below, probably not. Nice amount of volume coming in. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. Anything else, guys? I'm just having a good day. Every time I talk to my daughter, it makes me happy for like the next week or so. I love talking to that kid. So dang proud of that kid. Not a kid anymore. She just turned 18. My kid just turned 18 years old. Can you believe that? 18. And I was 18 when she was born. 19. Just turned 19. So that's crazy. She's getting ready to graduate high school this year. Man, I feel old. I'm glad I wasn't like 30 when I had her, because then that would mean I would be 48 right now. I'll walk her soon. Yeah, I feel like it. Man, what if she got married before I did? Because she was saying that I was talking to her the other day, and she's like, well, what if I got married before my brother? Because he's like 25. And so she's like, what if I got married before him? Well, it depends. I mean, if God has someone for you, right, before him, then that's the way. It just all depends on, God's plan for your life. So, God's plan was to help me better myself, to be a good man and have some leaders in my life to show me what it is to be a good Christian man, that I've had in my church for the last 10 years, and sad that, our pastor's gone, because I've learned so much just from not only him teaching me, but just by watching them and how they behave and how they treat their family and how they act when certain things happen. It's easy to have someone tell you what to do, but when you can emulate them and see how they act in life, that is more of a teacher than them it's easier to learn from someone when they're not like, you need to do this, you need to do that. But when you see them do it, you're like, oh, that's what you do. I am an old man. You're an old man. So yeah, I have happy thoughts and good wishes for everybody over in Europe, in that area of the world. We're not going to talk about specific things because we can't do that. But I want to definitely send prayers and thoughts. So, shooba-dooba-dooba. All right, guys. This was an awesome live stream. Thank you guys for supporting me. You guys are wonderful people. You take your time to come over here, and I really appreciate it. Love you all. I wish you fortune and favor. Do I think proof of stake this year? Hopefully. I want to see it. I would love to see it. All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!